What's up, everybody? This is Mike here at Rogue Comics, and this is the very first new comic book day stream of 2026. Different year, same bull. Well, not in the comic book industry, I'm talking about in the world in general, but we're going to stick with the comic book stuff because there's actually good things. And there's things that will entertain you and distract you from the nonsense of everything else that's going on out in the world. So as always, we get started, except for last week because there was no DC Comics in the final week of 2025. No idea why. Made no sense whatsoever, but I'll give them one pass because I mean they've been killing it with the all-in stuff. So let's hope that that's just a glitch and it's not indicative of what's gonna come, because I don't think the ownership has been settled yet. So who knows what's gonna happen with that. But let's hope for the best. Expect the worst, but hope for the best. Speaking of best, here we have Absolute Batman. This is the Arkham special. It's number 1, but it's the first, and it's probably going to be the only one, so I don't think there will be an Arkham special number 2, because this is just fleshing out. That's weird. I don't know why it... whatever. I'm not even going to try to anticipate the reasons, but I can tell you that it's written by Scott Snyder and Thierry Frank. I think is Thierry's first name, Frank Thierry, and it's drawn by Joshua Hickson, who also did this particular cover right here. This is the A cover, and then there will be a B cover by, I want to say, Javier Rodriguez. I could be wrong. Nope, I'm right. Javier Rodriguez right there. Then we have this one. This is Riley Rossmo, if I remember correctly. I know the artist, I just don't know who did what. Yes, this is Riley Rossmo. And actually, I don't know if you can see it. Maybe you could see it on screen a little bit if you have a big TV. But there's art on Batman's body. You can see a couple snakes, some other things. I won't spoil anything. So, but yeah. And then last but not least, this is Steve Skroce. And I like them all. Up next we have Absolute Green Lantern issue number 10. And this one is by Genoa Lindsay and Al Ewing and Kotian. I don't know what their first name is, but 2 absolutes. Oh, look, it's 3. And in the file, the folder that I have all of the files, all of the graphic files, all the graphic files in this folder, they had this as, because of DC's file names, they had this as the first cover, which is why when it didn't show up, I'm like, what? But then again, I guess that makes sense. Absolute B comes before Absolute S, right? This is Rafa Sandoval and Jason Aaron still doing the writing, but Juan Ferreira is doing the art. And as it says right underneath the DC bullet, all in number 15, it says a new story starts here. So if you've been hesitant on getting into this, here's a good jumping on point. 15 issues in. But why not? 15 is a good number, right? Here we have Adventures of Superman, Book of L, issue number 5. I believe this is a 6-issue miniseries. Before I proceed any further, let me just check to make sure, because I do not like spreading misinformations, because Lord knows there's enough of that in the world. It would be nice if it was in the file name, but it's not. And I can tell you that... Oh, wow. Okay. I guess it's going to issue number 7. Interesting. Okay, there we go. Issue number 5. And this cover is by Scott Godlewski, who also does the art in the interior. And Philip Kennedy Johnson is writing it. I believe he signed exclusive with Marvel, if I remember correctly. Could be wrong. Batman, issue number 5. I really wish I understood why OBS was like making it difficult to read the text. I don't know why. Matt Fraction, Jorge Jimenez, writing and drawing. I haven't had a chance to read this yet. Here we have a Jim Lee variant featuring Damien, I'm going to say, on the cover. Batman Green Arrow, The Question, Arcadia, Book 2, written and drawn by Gabriel Hardman. It's almost a little Mike Relish, I want to say, kind of, sort of, maybe. It's not a bad thing. Definitely not. Cheetah and Cheshire robbed the Justice League. I was going to say the Green Lanterns. Robbed the Justice League. I don't know why. I mean, maybe. Is that a Green Lantern underneath the C and the E? Is that? Yes, that is. That's John. But this is issue number 6, and this is the final issue. Written by Greg Rucka, Nicola Scott, who better have another book after this, because if she doesn't, that's a crime right there. Never mind getting robbed by Cheetah and Cheshire. That would be a tremendous crime. Let's see 6. Yeah, this is it. Final issue. So, that's I think that's the only cover. Yeah, okay. Here we have DCKO, Night Fight, issue number 3. And I'm almost positive, despite it saying Last Bat Standing, I'm almost positive there's more than 3 issues. Let me see. Where is it? Okay. You know, I don't think of these things when I'm putting all this stuff together. Okay, so 4. It's a 4-issue miniseries. Or at least, I mean, it does say number 4 is coming out in February. So yeah, I think we're past the March solicitation, so it'll be a 4-issue thing. Joshua Williamson and Dan Mora. And also Dan did the cover. JSA, Year 1, Chapter 3, issue number 15 is right here. I want to say Dave Johnson. Yes, that's what I wanted to say. Dave Johnson did the cover. Jeff Lemire, however you say it. And it's definitely Ron Guidry. I mean, not Ron Guidry, who was a pitcher for the Yankees. I don't know what Guidry it is, but they are drawing this cover. Here we have Poison Ivy, issue number 40. Now, this is not the main cover, but it is by Kyu Young Hopefully that's how you pronounce his name. I always say that. And it looks a little, I want to say Audrey-esque right there. Works for me. Yeah, I did resize some of the things for Marvel, but I didn't even think about this because this is an oversized book. This is the 50th anniversary, wow, of the Spider-Man versus Superman. Sorry, Superman versus Amazing Spider-Man. Even though on the top there, notice how it says the greatest superhero team up of all time, and yet it says Superman versus Spider-Man. Make up your mind, folks. But yes, this is a treasury-sized 50th anniversary edition of Superman versus Spider-Man. And then we have this one here by Alex Ross, this homage. And then we have this one here, which is a foil version of this. You should really get this. If you came out in the 70s, and if you are a fan of like actual art, no computer graphics, nothing, not done on a Mac or iPad or whatever, like an actual piece of paper, a pen and a piece of paper, this would be it. Absolutely. This is the first. Now they're going to be doing a couple of these. Well, actually, this is going to be the first one. Then they're going to be doing another one, which I think might have been Spider-Man versus Superman. I don't know if they switched it up. But regardless, this is the first of 2 facsimiles they're going to be doing. And then they're going to be doing a brand new thing. And I am here for all of that. But this is written by Jerry Conway, Bob Wycheck, I think that's how you pronounce his name, and drawn by Ross Andrew, John Romita Sr., and Neil Adams. That's like a murderer's row of talent right there. So I strongly suggest grabbing this. It's nostalgia, yes. Back to an era when things weren't the way they are now, which by default makes them better. But definitely, if you want to see it. And like I said, this is treasury sized. So that means it's not the size of a regular comic. It's much, much, much bigger. Actually, if you've been in my store and I've shown you the Superman versus Muhammad Ali, or the Superman thing they did last year right before the movie came out, it's that sized. So you will be getting bang for your buck. Hey, wait a minute. There's supposed to be one more thing. I don't know why it's not here. That's weird. Hold on. There is... Well, I'm not going to spoil it. Let me see if I can get it. I don't know why. Sometimes if I change... if I change file names or something like that... There we go. It's going to... So we'll scroll through again. This is like... for those of you that just joined the stream, here we go. These are the things y'all missed. And I will not bore you with my witty commentary. Okay, let's see. Here we go. Ready? Did it fix it? What is going on? Okay, I can't. Sorry. There are supposed to be 3 other covers. I don't know why. I don't know why OBS is refusing to show them to you. Let me just keep going. Yeah, no. There is Teen Titans Go, number 11, for those of you that care. And then I was going to say how everybody that comes in tomorrow and buys any DC title, regardless, new, old, doesn't matter, you will receive a free DC Connect, issue number 68. And if you'd like, a Vertigo preview special edition 2026, because Vertigo is coming back. I don't know why. It's perplexing. I don't know why OBS is refusing to show it to you, but it is there. I'm actually looking in the folder rather, where all the files are, and they are there, but they're not showing them. So, oh well, I'm sorry, but they are here. They are here. So if you come in tomorrow and buy any DC thing, you will get them. Over in the MCU, if they can stop leaking Doomsday teasers, long enough, they have these fine books for you. Starting off with all new Spider-Gwen Ghost Spider. This is, the number's not on there, I can't tell you. This is issue number 6. Number 6. Is this the final issue? I don't know. Number 6 would be a good issue to end it on. But then again, I think they might be doing a 10-issue thing now. Let's see. I don't even know why I bring it up. because it's not easy to find on the Comic Geeks app. Yeah, I don't know. I can't tell you. I don't feel like typing it. Sorry. I'm going to be lazy with this one. I have to. My OCD has to stop. I can't. So, but I can tell you, this is number 6. Will there be a number 7? Tune in next month, true believers, to find out. Here we have Amazing Spider-Man. Now, this is issue number 15. We're currently on issue number 19, which I'm going to show you the cover for next, but they've decided to do a reprint or a second printing of issue number 15. And that looks like Warlock on the cover there, for those of you that know the New Mutants. Here we have issue number 19. Now, I think that signature kind of looks like J. Scott Campbell's, but it also looks like it might be Pepe Larraz's. I'm going to go with Pepe Larraz. We'll go with that. Let me see if I can embiggen this. If it'll actually... Yeah, that's got to be Larraz. Yeah. I'll stick with that. Because he is drawing the book, so... that would track. Now look. This is... Okay. This is what my distributor showed me as the cover. The variant cover. The Sarah Pichelli cover for number 19. This is what they showed. Now... This is going to be the first Inside Baseball moment of the year. This is what we have to deal with when we order these books, which we did 2 months ago, and then a month ago when we had the FOC, or 3 weeks ago, however long it was. When you're ordering something, if you know who the writer and the artist is, that's good. But if you see, hey, Sarah Pichelli is doing a variant, and what does the variant look like? Now, this is more than what we usually get, because sometimes we do get the full art. But then there's other times where we just get like a black box that says art to be revealed or something, TBD. So it makes it hard, especially if it's a variant cover. It's the main cover, that's fine, because, you know, people are going to get the main cover regardless. You know, most people want the A's. But then you have the people that do collect variant covers. And the variant covers matter because when it says Alex Ross or Ryan Stegman or whoever might be doing it, then you want to see if it's a good cover. If it's a good cover, then maybe you'll order extras other than the individuals that you know, hey, I collect Ryan Stegman's art or I collect Alex Ross's art. You know what I'm saying? So when you see something like this, or even the black box or whatever, it makes it harder to order these things, you know? And you would think that the goal of these companies would be to get the retailer to order as much as possible, or to make informed decisions when they're ordering things for their store. So when I saw this, as I was putting everything together and trying to make everything fit and getting everything ready for the stream, I'm like, you know, this cover has to be out in the wilderness. So what I did is I went to the hell site known as Twitter, or to UX, but to me it's always Twitter, even though Twitter was slightly better than it is now. And I'm like, I typed it in, didn't see it, which is a surprise because usually that's where I find the virgin variants. So what I did was I did a Google search, and there you go. This is what it looks like. See? Now, mind you, 2 blurbs and, well, actually 3 boxes here don't necessarily make a difference, but still, you know what I'm saying? Or maybe it's just a me thing. Whatever. I mean, this is a big difference. So, there you go. Here we have Leonardo Romero. This is his variant. Very, Javier Rodriguez, Steve Rudish, and there's one more, Marcos Martin. Here we have a Lee Bermejo, Amazing Visions variant. I wish I could tell you what number it is. I can't. I'm sure, I mean, we have to be nearing double digits. I don't think we're there yet. Maybe 7 or 8, maybe 9, somewhere around there. But this is a series. I think he's doing 20, 21 or 24 of these. But this is where we are now. and I approve. Fantastic Four issue number 52, aka the issue that introduced the sensational Black Panther. This, oh, sorry, this is a poster. I didn't put, usually I put a Z in front of the file name so it brings us to the end, because I do have other posters, but this is a poster. Here we have Marvel, Black, White, and Blood and Guts, number 4. And I'm almost positive this is the final issue. If they made an issue number 5, that would surprise me. But anything's possible. But I would bet on this being the final issue. And here we have, I'm going to say the Defenders, mostly, with Blade. This one is by, whoops, I went too far. Jorge Fornes. Oh, wow. Doing Marvel. Good. Doctor Strange. And then we have another Doctor Strange. Mitsuhiro Arita. Kind of like it. Looks better in person. Marvel Rivals, The Cities of Heaven, number 1. Luna Snow, Daredevil, and I'm going to say Angela, maybe, up there. Shame the game is not good. Truly a shame. This one I like. I like this cover. This was by Adam Warren. And yeah, that's got to be Angela. Here we have a Marco Ferrari variant cover. This is nice too. Dr. Doom. Now, back in the 90s, when Marvel and DC originally were still friendly, on friendly terms, and they were crossing over things, they decided what they would do is they would take one character from the DC universe and one character from the Marvel universe and smush them together, and this is what they got, Spider-Boy. And this was Spider-Boy Team Up. And this is the facsimile, and see, Legion of Galactic Guardians 2099. Wow, they just took a bunch of things and just smushed it all together. There's a bunch of amalgam, and that's what they actually, this was a comic book company, well, a company, you know, a line, a label, there we go, a brand, amalgam, and that's what they did. They combined characters like Darkclaw, and I can't remember the other ones, but I think they did Captain America and Thor, maybe, or was it Captain America and Superman? There was a bunch. It was so far away. But they've been, this is the second Spider-Boy facsimile they did. I don't know why they're just doing Spider-Boy, but if you missed it the first time around, here it is. Nova Centurion number 3 is right here. Here is the Clayton Crane variant. And I thought this was a, let me see if there's a name for it. No, just says variant cover by Clayton Crane. Boring. Should have called it something. Oh, and I did it again. Here we go. And the thumbnail, Rogue. This is a poster. And unfortunately, I didn't unroll one to see if the text, I'm pretty sure the text isn't on there, but it may well be. Hopefully not, but it could be. But this was the thumbnail. Was there any doubt? Come on. Spider-Man Noir, number 4, I believe. Yes, number 4, right there. Star Wars Han Solo, Hunt for the Falcon, issue number 5. I'm going to go on a limb and say this is the final issue of this miniseries. Here we have Ultimate Wolverine, issue number 13. Look who that is in the background. It's the maker. He's there. And that's Ilyana. And is that Jean Grey there? I think so. Yeah. This is Benjamin Sue. Ultimate 1 year in foil variant. And I do like this foil variant. It's good. And here we have Ultimate X-Men number 23. I don't know why, but this cover made me sad. As did this next one. It's also by Peach Momoko. This is by Peach, of course. And then here, this one. It's like, because it's like the ending, you know? It's like, I don't know. It just did. But this is also a two-part connecting variant. And mind you, I don't know any of these characters. I haven't read the book. I've thumbed through it, but I have not sat down to read it. Maybe I will once it's done. I don't know. But yeah. Venom, issue number 253. Props for going back to the old numbering. Hopefully they stay there. Chances are they won't. So I will take it back. Oh, I missed this one. This is the Nogi-san variant. And I do like this. I like this one a lot. But this should not have been first. This one should have been first. It slipped by. Sorry. This is the A cover right here. Doesn't matter because Madame Mask is on both covers. But I like this one better. But this is the A cover. And then we have a Clayton Crane variant, which looks just as good too as the other ones. And then, is this? No, it is. Okay. It's not. Sorry. I was going to say it's the last. But it is not. Wolverine, issue number 14. I guess we'll see repercussions of the days of, what was it? What the hell was the name of the thing? The age of, oh my god, no resistance. Whatever. Doug Ramsey. I forgot what they're calling him now. But maybe this will show us the repercussions. Although I do see in the upper left-hand corner there, all above Wolverine's right shoulder, Silver Sable. So, that's good. Clayton Crane variant. We get another one of those. So I guess this is going to be the month of Clayton Crane. Not that that's a bad thing. Here we have the Jonas Scharf X-Men trading card variant. And now I can confidently say, last but not least, as far as comic books are concerned, here we have X-Men 23. This one I read, and I can tell you that this is, I don't know why it doesn't say, this is an epilogue to the age of, not Resistance, damn it. It's going to annoy me. Revelation. This is the epilogue, which on the League of Comic Geeks, you see there's a trade dress, not trade dress, a banner. See where it says Shadows of Tomorrow? Right above that it says Age of Revelation epilogue. I don't know why it doesn't here. But yeah, this one is by, I want to say Stegman? No, Tony Daniel. Sorry. Tony Daniel, who also does the interiors. And then we have this one here. Now, if there wasn't a Rogue cover this week, this would have been the thumbnail. Ivan Talavera, Magic variant. And then we have this Luciano Vecchio variant. And then also, is this Jonas again? No, this is Netho Diaz, X-Men trading card variant. And the final variant is this Jeremy Wilson two-part connecting foil variant. Now, you got to see this foil. I can't describe it, but I can tell you that for some reason they decided to make Ilyana's hair the same color as her soul sword. I don't know why. And when it's foil, I don't know. It was just a choice. Here we have Iron Man number 1. This is a poster. It's also the cover to Iron Man number 1, which I think releases later this month, maybe? Let's see. It's gotta. I mean, I don't think they would put it out months before, unless they're not calling it Iron Man and something. No, there we go. Okay, this will be out January 28th. Not the poster, the book. The poster's here. And then we have this awesome one. This is J. Scott Campbell. This is what they're calling Marvel Universe by J. Scott Campbell. And I think this was one of the Will of Doom variants, if I remember correctly. But yeah, Campbell put really good characters on here. Specifically, none that throw playing cards. That's always a plus. And here's the final thing. If you like the poster, get the box. This is what they're calling a Marvel graphic comic box. And this is in stock too. Over at Independence, we got a couple things here. We got Godzilla, because, well, no. This is the Kaisei era, issue number 6. Is that Mechagodzilla behind him? Perhaps. Maybe not. You never know. Here's cover C. Why didn't I get cover B? This is by Ito. And then we have this next one. This is a really good one. Dan Jurgens drew this homage to the death of Superman. I liked it. Here's Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Battle Nexus number 2. This is cover A by Bishop. And then we have this cover B by Ortiz. Yes. I didn't know if there was another individual. Then we have Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Shredder, issue number 4. Santo Luca. And then this one by Bandini, who also does the art for the issue. And last, nope, second to last, sorry, I forgot, there's one more. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles X Godzilla number 2. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles and Godzilla. This is cover A by Pei. Cover B by Ba. And cover C by Santo Luca. I kind of like this one the best. Although I like these others too also. Or more of this one. I think that's Gabriel Ba. Okay. Last but not least. Twilight Zone issue number 3. James Sticco. Oh, I guess he does a story in here. I haven't looked at it yet. I do know he did the cover, and then I see there it says The Relic by James Sticco. So I'm going to assume that that is the story that takes place on the inside. And that, my friends, brings us to the end. That is it of this first stream for the year 2026. Let's hope things get better. Comic book wise, they are. And I hope that continues. It might be a little bit better if we get a couple regime changes, you know, maybe a little personnel change here and there. Not necessarily as far as, well, writers, yeah, but artists, you know, maybe as like editors and stuff like that. You know, people making decisions, you know, that would work. That'd be good. Who knows? Should have put that on my list to Santa. Anyways, if you have seen something and you want to say something, this is how you do it. direct.me/Rogue Comics. If you are local, I will put it aside for you. So that way you don't have to worry about it selling out by the time you get out of work. And I will hold it for you till the end of the day tomorrow. If you are not local, still get in touch with me and we can work on making these things get to you. If you don't happen to have a comic book store near you, or the ones that you have near you might be run by dicks. It is possible. That does happen. And just go there, and there will be buttons for whatever social media you happen to use. Push a button, it'll bring you there, and then send me a DM or a PM or whatever message, and we'll make it happen. Also, if you the top button is actually a button that actually calls, we can have a conversation See, like right now I'm having a one-sided conversation, even though there are people out there listening to me, but I'm talking to myself. There isn't like a give and take, you know, nobody's commenting in the chat, so there is no conversing that way. But we can actually do that verbally on the phone and then tell me, hey, Mike, I want this Amazing Spider-Man cover, or I want this Ultimate X-Men, then we make it happen. But if you want to do it the hard way, then you can go to Rogue Comics CT on Fairfield, on Facebook, and Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, Rogue Comics. That's it. Thank you for watching. If you're watching live, thanks for watching. If you're watching on a replay, thanks for doing that. 4 people have liked the stream. Thank you for that. Appreciate that. Over on TikTok, I finally hit 1,000, so that actually opened it up so I can actually put the link. See this link here, direct.me? For some reason, TikTok wouldn't let me do that, but I guess once I hit 1,000 followers, it opened up, so yay me. Hey, new year, right? Anyways, that's it for me. I got to put these books up. Thanks for watching. Have a great new comic book day tomorrow. If you like, I always say this, feel free to comment in the chat. in the comments. Let me know what books you got, what you're looking at, what you're looking forward to, anything. I do get them. I do read them. And might even respond. But that's it. Thanks for watching. Have a great new comic book day. And take care.